owner and creator behind CarolJo's, which is where you find community and creativity come together for the jewelry and accessory world. We do lots of things here. We have chat times. That's where you get to ask any type of question you would like. We are also taking some of our chat times and opening up boxes that we have from the palettes. We have Makers Meetup where you get to share what you are working on with us. You can come live with me on TikTok and join us on a square and show us what you're doing. We also do tutorials. We're going to have a tutorial tonight. It is going to be information, not an actual step-by-step tonight. But it's for those of you that do in-person events. I had a thought and I'm like, let's get this one going. So it's for those of you that like to do in-person events. We got a fun idea for you. Then also we do live events, and that is where you can add items to your collection from things that we have up for grabs. We explain how that all works when we go live with those. Our next one of those is tomorrow night at 8 p.m. It will be a debut. So far, I have 12 different colors of embroidery floss ready to go. We have 9 different metal beads ready to go. We have an acrylic round, no drilled, so you can drill it, do other things with it, bead. We've got some glass beads ready to go. We are going to work on getting some Hagar items to the event. We want to get some naturals in there and some findings and other things to complete that one. And I'm trying to get at least one new Gargonia ready for it. So that'll be tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So today we have chat time. Tonight we will have a tutorial. Tomorrow we have Makers Meetup at 2 o'clock. And then tomorrow night, we will have an debut event. So that's what we've got going on with our schedule. It is Monday. So that means we are going to talk about our motivational Monday post. We do this, I do it every Monday, or at least I try to post something that just helps us stay, I don't know, stay like positive and that type of thing. So it may be something related to crafting. It could be related to making things. It could be related to a lot of different things. And the one for today actually came from Vincent van Gogh. And the words of it are, I'm bringing it up so I can give it to you. Great things are done by a series of small things brought together. Hey, Trisha. Hi, Geraldine. I don't have my backup account up, so if I miss somebody, please let me know. I will say hi. Wasn't in trying to. I just don't have the backup account up yet. But great things are done by a series of small things brought together. And that kind of reminded me about one of the things that I talk about when we are doing our tutorials is that I try to teach the basics of what you can use, and you can grow upon those and make, yeah. Starry night. And you can grow into something bigger. And so, you know, we talk about that when we do tutorials. We have the dangles, you have the stretch cord, you have the wire, and it's like it'll all come together in different ways. You know, we keep talking about the sun catchers, and those use the dangles. And you can make some really cool shaped sun catchers by either forming the wire yourself or using forms. I got the forms, trying to get them here so that we can do sun catchers with the form so that you don't have to do that. But that's what it reminded me of, is that you just need to take little baby steps. I do love that painting too. I do, Geraldine. It is absolutely wonderful, I think. And so that's what, when I read this quote, I was like, I'm bringing it in because it's kind of like how I feel. We bring in and teach little baby steps, but once you put it all together, you can create some amazing pieces. And that's what I loved about that quote. And that's why I wanted to bring it this week. So you guys can let me know if you think the same way I do. You don't have to think the same way I do when we have a quote. You guys get to have your interpretation, and you can put it in the chat and we can discuss it, because that's what it is. It's all about us coming together with all of our different thoughts to do this. So today is a chat day. So that means if you have questions about jewelry making, running a small business, that type of thing, you can put it in the chat and we will answer it. While we're waiting for questions or just wanting to do that, I'm going to open another box. This is going to be box number 14. It doesn't take precedence over your guys' questions. So if you have questions, you put them in there, all right? And as always, we've got 60 shares. I'm going to share it here on my main account by adding it to my story. Whoops. I almost got out of it. There we go. And then I'm going to go to my backup account and bring that up. And then when I do that, I can be able to repost and do the share to the story. And we can do other things with that one. There we go. We're into it finally. There. Add the story. I got to push the button yet. It was taking a moment to get it up. And then I want to repost. You can share it also with others that you think would like this. Thanks, Geraldine. I am on the tube, but nobody's over there right now. Yep, I am on it. Ooh, you know what I almost forgot to grab and bring over here? The garbage can. I need that. Let me grab it. Because we have 88 units in this box. But this box is heavy for 88 units. I was like, are you kidding me? And I'm almost empty on this one, so I'm grabbing the other one. Thanks, Ashley. Let's see what we have for our first item. We have 88. When you have super fine chain with a very small beads, what ending is best to use? I love having like the lobster claw clasp, but when you have small ones like that, it's very difficult. So sometimes the spring closures, because they're a little bit smaller at the end, those will work better with a jump ring. Oh, we got more of these. The smiley face. I have no idea how many smileys. You're welcome. If anybody else has an idea for that, please put it in the chat. Oh, we got more of these little bows. There's all kinds of them. I think these are different than the ones I've had before, but we got bows. Hello, Chris. Hi, Ashley, over on the tube. Oh, we got more of these. I'm like hoping that we get these all pretty soon. I'm going to open this one. Let's take the bag. I'm not going to take them out of the bag, but they have like the turtles. And here we have, there's a frog in there, I believe. Yep, the frog. And they have all different kinds of enamel pendants. They are cute. We don't have all of them yet, so I have not brought it to a live. So I'm hoping this box will be the end of those so we can start bringing them. Let's see what we got in this one. We have more of the smiley faces. This one doesn't make a noise when I shake it. That's because it is embroidery floss. This is a bag of different colors. And looks like there's just one per color. So yep, so that's what we got for that. Hey, he rattles. We got another one of the kits. We've had these before. They're different style of beads in a kit. That one was really dirty, so I'm grabbing. Did I tell you guys about the 10K and that we'll do giveaways? I know we talked about the sharing, but I don't know if I finished that up. This one's a different shape. It's almost like the shells that we had last week shape. Is it the shells? Yes, it is. Whoops, wrong way. Can't show that. I know we were missing a couple of those. So once we get all of those, we'll bring those shells in. Another one. Oh, we had this one before, I think. They're all like little small spacer beads, I think is what it is. I didn't cut it open to see what was inside it. We got that. I want some new. Hey, we do have some new polymer clay. We have polymer clay, 6mm Heshy in a, I bet you it's lawn green is what they're gonna say. We'll see when we go to put it in there. We do have more of these. We had these last week and we are missing a few, so we're getting more of them. They are a pendant with a 2-tone frosted glass bead. They are really cute. Okay, well, we'll see you later, Chris. That's okay. More of the smiley face. I want to get some new things in here. Let's have, this one's big. He's this big. Let's see. He is a container and it is, this is new. We have all the, I'm going to do it this way so you can probably see it all. All different kinds of beads in there. So we have that. What is a bar event? That's what we're going to be talking about tonight, Julie. It is an idea for those of you that do in-person events and what is like a trend going on right now. They call them bars. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail here because we're going to bring up a lot of details tonight. But it's about how you can set something up to create an interaction with those that come into your booth. Thank you. We've got some of the, they're different colors of those cup charms. Let's see what this one is. Hey, we got more of the smiley faces. Well, what I want to talk about is how come they're so trending right now and that type of thing, and give you guys ideas for them. I'm going to use this. So, owie, I'm going the wrong way. I was about ready to get myself. Oh, we have some tubing. Let's see. I wonder if this is going to be a glow-in-the-dark one. Just by the color of it, it looks like it possibly could be a glow-in-the-dark. I don't know. When I go, we got 2 of these. I'm assuming we're having 2. Well, that didn't cut through all the way. There we go. So I'm thinking we're going to get 2 of them. Yes, we are. All right, let's see. I didn't think I was going to get another one of this one. I think it was this one. But look, there's another one of those kits, but this one is an all white one. So you're getting all different types of beads in there. Ooh, think about how we can do some kind of unboxing event where people take photos of items. I love that idea. I also want to have, and I haven't done a video on it, but I know what I want to do, is that when you guys are getting your bead soup, what did you create with them? And take pictures of them and let us know what you're doing with the bead soup. Another smiley face, because I want to see what you guys make with it. I know a lot of you sort it, but what else do you do with it? Yep. We have more of this one. This is it's aquamarine is the color. And this one is the wood looking piece, not the vine. There's the vine and the wood. We have, oh, we got more of these. These are wooden letters. So the alphabet, and you hoard it. Don't we do that with a lot of our beads? We have another one of the frosted two-tone pendants. Right there is where those are at. All right, what else do we have in here? I think we have either that white or that green kit. That's what it sounds like and feels like. This one's the white, so we have two of the white for sure. Sounds just like that and about the same size. But we've had both the white and the green in here, so it could be either or. Another of the white. Oh, you're welcome. We got another one of those bows. I think those are going to turn out to be cute when we sort them all out. Next we have I just got the weirdest text message. I think it's about my accreditation that I have. Let me go look. See if I can see it over here. Nope, it didn't come up over here. Don't ask me why we had a whole bunch of these just loose in that bag. But he has a slice there. So he's fallen out. So we're going to put him right there. Did I get them all out? Yep, I did. So I have an accreditation for when I worked in a corporate world. And I just have to do continuing ed to keep it and pay it's a biannual fee. More of those. To keep that accreditation. And it's something it can be easily gotten, but it takes a lot of time and money to do it. And so the amount to renew it isn't that bad. Ooh, I think we've had this. I don't think we've had this one before. But look at the colors in that one. Those are some really cool. And so I was talking to Ryan and I'm like, I've got all the continuing ed hours completed. Should I just pay it? More of those animals. There's a snail, turtle, rabbit. We've got those. Where did I put the other container? Right there. And so he said, yes, just keep it. It has to do with project management. Is that this one? We got two of these now. I'm glad. I love those variegated colors. Thank you, Sarah, for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. Ooh, I don't think we've gotten these before. I'm going to take them out and look at them out of the bag. So I'm going to just, ooh, these are cool. These are little dangles with a lobster claw clasp at the top. And they're in different colors. We got pink, green. We had blue and purple there. We have clear, yellow, and a red. I was going to say, we appreciate you doing it, Geraldine. Trust me. Don't know. It's the shells. When I reached in, I could tell. We got more of the shells. I think I need one more packet of the shells. But don't quote me, please. This feels like it's beads that could be either natural or glass. We haven't had a lot of natural, so let's see. It is a natural. There we go. That that one's a 4mm size bead. Let's see what we have here. There's got to be some more heavier beads in here because this box is extremely heavy. We've got more of those wood ones that are in the aquamarine color. So if you guys weren't, we were talking about the smiley faces, but you can't see the smiley faces. We were talking about in one of our lives. Okay, sorry, it might have froze over on the tube because Buttercup's phone was going off. Can you hear me still, Ashley? Well, this is something new. Let's see what this is. But anyways, I forgot what I was saying when I was talking that. Thank you, Den Mother. Oh, this one's really cute. It is the moon with that star hanging off the moon. It is a pendant. There's 10 in the bag. Let's hope we got more than just 10. Oh, the heavy of the box. I'm thinking we have either natural or glass beads in there because it is really a heavy box. We have more of those frosted round two-tone pendants. This one is the silver, and it looks to me like it's like lightning, but they call it the vine, is the print that they have on that one. I thought we had them all, but it looks like we're getting some more. One of the prints, we had a few more coming, but I didn't think it was that one. Ooh, here we have a big heavy one. Let's do this one next. He's kind of open right here. Okay, thank you, Ashley, for letting me know. So those mix bags of the crackle beads. Ooh, we're cutting the bag open a little bit. Let me try to get this one without cutting the bag more. We have more of those coming, everybody, than the 2 that we have. So my question is, I know Nordic Luna was okay with having it be, there's 20 different colors of strands in there. They're 8mm in size. Are you guys okay if we sell them by the entire bag in all 20 different strands colors? Or do you want me to separate them out? I can tell you what they would be. These are a matte black glass, faceted 10, or not faceted, round. There are 20 strands of that one. Okay, I will look after just a second here after I get this one on the table. I bet you we have more of those in there because these are heavy. Those are heavy. So let me go over to the backup account because Joya sent me. Did you send it to the backup account or to the regular account, Joya? Hey, Zuli, how are you? One more sleep. Regular. Okay, let me go to that one. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go here. Okay. Well, darn it, I just dropped one down into the abyss. This is the strand. Whoops, hold on. There we go. This is the strand she's talking about there. How I would end that is that I would just, at one spot, wherever you wanted to end at, I would, if you're going to do it like into a bracelet or a necklace, just put a lobster claw clasp on, and you can open the chain if it's got openings. If it doesn't, cut one of the pieces of the chain and put it on there. If it doesn't open, then you're going to need to use a jump ring to put that lobster claw clasp on. We have another one of those. Yep, that's what I would do. What else would you guys do with that? Put it in the chat. We have more of those enamel pendants with the animals. They remind me of Easter time frame. Well, that one bag just wants to spill all over. All right. We have another big one, but this is not heavy. Big, but not heavy. Okay. Hi, Beads Beads. These are heart-shaped plastic lobster claw clasps. They are very lightweight. We have 1,000 in this bag. That's a lot of lobster claw clasps. Ew, this one is dirty. He is really dirty. And it's a second bag of those. We got 2,000 of these now. All right. I'm going to set these down here because they take up a lot of room on the table. That is a lot. And that's part of what we had to, that we knew would happen. You know, like Ryan and I talked about it a lot, that maybe that we're going to get a lot of some things and we got to figure out a game plan of what we're going to do with all of them. This is a different color. This one is like a lime-ish, like light lime. This is a 6mm polymer clay. Really dirty one again. And this one is that darker green. So, like, we even had last week where I just finished getting them done because I brought them back. Ooh, I like this color. It's a pink, but it's like a dusty pink. We ended up getting 200 strands of one of the glass beads. And I had done some of them into their, what was I going to say? We got to figure out what we're going to do because 200 strands is a lot. We have more of those glass two-tone. They're a round pendant. Yep, I got them into their baggies and they're ready. They're out on the studio because they were a return to the studio item. I actually had that one before. We have 2 of this one. There are so many cute colors. See, I'm going to show you guys. No, are these the same? No. Okay, we have 3 different kinds. There's 3 different mixes here. Oh, look at all those variegated. I'm excited. Thank you, Amanda, for the follow. I bet you we got another one of the white tube that I'm trying to see. I know. We are going to do, because we talked about this, what else can we do with the embroidery floss instead of just the tassels? And we talked about the friendship bracelets. So I went out and looked and I'm like, oh my gosh, we could do a ton of different styles of friendship bracelets. So I'm going to bring one of them this Friday afternoon. We have another one of the white tube. So, and that one just takes 2 colors. We could probably do it with the variegated, but like what I was thinking is 2 different colors to do that one. Because you go like this. That's why when you make it, you'll understand when we go to do that tutorial what I'm talking about. We have a plastic one. I'm betting, I don't know, it's smaller than that. I was betting, but I'm not going to bet. I think it was another one of these, but I don't know because it's not the same size. Let's see. I have to use a cutter to get this one open. He is all taped up. So I have to get those so that I can cut them down, and then I'm going to do a tutorial on them. You use that in, like, if you have a wire bracelet or a memory wire bracelet, instead of using all beads, you use the tube. Because there's a hole in the center of those tubes, and then that's where you can put it in at. Yep, it's a different color. It might be what we've had before. Let me see if I can get this out without cutting the bag. That's the hard part with these. They're really, I've seen it done with like red cording, those tubes, and you use black enamel pendants that are Halloween, and it gives it a spooky vibe. We had these before. I'm waiting for more of these. This is that purple. We've had like 1 or 2 bags of these. I love that color. It's such a vibrant color. And I think we needed either 1 or 3 more bags. I cannot remember off the top of my head. We have, remember, we have the green and white one. We have 2 different kits like that. One is all white and one is green and white. There's like about 5 people that I think will love that purple. And some of them are here. Another one of the animals. So there you get to see the turtles. Those are right there. But I was talking about, oh, I bet you we're going to get a 4th one of the tube. We were talking about the most that we are going to get of any one item. I went in and looked to figure out what it is. Ooh, this is not the tube, everybody. This is a cup chain in like topaz or gold and diamond maybe. Okay, it's got 2 different colors on here, it looks like. It's got diamond and topaz. So these are cup chains, and I got to double check with everything to see if we have any of the cup chain connectors. They will go around one of those squares, and it creates a setting that has a loop off the end so that you can add your closure to it. Yeah, they are really, really, they're usually made with rhinestones, blingy like that, and very cool. But we got to have the ending, unless you have them. I got to get those so that we can have them ready for you guys to use. And we're at 10K, so hold on. We have, this I think is the last one of the shells, so then we're going to be able to package those up and get them to you. Ooh, let me clean my hands off. Okay. Let's do our 10K giveaway. We're going to have you guess a color. So give me a moment to bring up a color. All right, everybody. Yep. So 1 word for this color, everybody. 1 word. I did add a little bit. There's not a lot, but I did add to our bead soup. So we're going to do a bead soup this time. This is a metal. if that will help you out. It's a medal. It's the last day of summer break for Buttercup today, so we went out to lunch today. All right, someone got it. Joya, you are the winner. She guessed the color copper, and you will get a bag of beet soup. Here you have, this is a heart-shaped. We're doing a giveaway right now, and then we are going to be continuing with our chat time. You can ask questions about making jewelry, and we are also opening up a box of items. So you got an acrylic heart, you got some lots of yellow in there, got some glass, we have some spacer beads, some letter beads. So this one is Joya's. Yep, I will send that out to you. I'll just put it in a smaller bag. Hi, Liz. Yep, I think it's a cool time. We just have fun here. I do need to get a basket. There we go. We'll put that there so I don't lose it on my desk. Okay. And we totally understand, Joya. It's called this thing life. It's life. We have another one of the dangles that have the bead and the stars. They are on a lobster claw clasp. Yay, cool. Oh, we have another one of the green. This one's the lighter of the two greens. They are 6mm polymer clay Heshy beads. This doesn't sound like what we already have on here. It isn't. Hey, we had these last week and we were missing a few still, so I can't bring them yet. But these are the cabochon settings with glass cabochon, so you can make different things with them. Hi, are you going to show them?
My nails?
Yeah, why are you blue?
I'm playing with slime.
Oh.
Can you give me the white glue?
The white glue?
White, right there.
Huh?
Right there.
This?
Yes.
What are you doing with my hypo cement glue?
Gluing something.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, here we have more of the two-tone pendants. Her hands are like all blue. And they're slime is what she said. I'm like, ew. I'm not a big slime person. We got another one of those different animal cabochon settings. There's dragonflies, there's butterflies, there was an owl. I don't remember what else is in there. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Oh, one more. So that makes 3. I think I'm missing like 5. There's 4, and you can see the dragonfly there, the butterflies there. Dragonfly, butterfly. So maybe we'll have them all and we can bring them soon. We got another one of those. All right, we have a big bag taped up. Hi there. Thank you, Princess J, for the follow. Welcome into our community. We do lots of different things here. Today is a chat time, and during chat time, you guys get to ask any type of question you would like about making jewelry, running your small jewelry business, that type of thing. And we will try to, as a community, answer your questions. We also do makers meetups. We're going to have one of those tomorrow. It will be at 2 p.m. Central. We do tutorials. We have another one of the purple, everybody. So we have another 20 strands of that one. And a makers meetup is where you get to show off what you are working on and that type of thing. It's just a place for us to meet and talk about jewelry creation. All right, we have a second one of this one. It's the same as this. So you see, there's lots of different colors that come in there. There's usually about 10 to 12 skeins of the embroidery floss. And we're gonna learn on our tutorial on Friday at 2 p.m. how to do friendship bracelets with the embroidery floss. Another one of the round. This one's different. It's 2 p.m. tomorrow. We have the dangles. Need another baby wipe.
I need to do that.
There you go. I was just going to ask you if you needed a baby wipe with your blue hands.
They're not blue.
Well, you got blue on them.
Yeah, they're blue.
Oh, no.
What?
She's like, I think Cece wants to. I'll try to do a meetup next week during the night time. Whoops, sorry. Nope, there we go. We have another one of these. I think that's it, so we can bring those. And we might, okay, so this week we are not doing a family night because Ryan, we have another one of the two tones. Ryan is not going to be able to join us. And he's like, well, maybe you can do a live on Thursday. So maybe keep an eye out. If I am caught up, I know, we have all types of containers, Joya. We have a white kit here. We could do a meetup. Just watch and see what I post if we're going to do it. As long as I'm caught up with everything, we'll do one. Starting next Thursday, though, we won't be able to because Buttercup has volleyball practice on Thursdays.
Where's the trash can?
It's right here because I'm opening. We have a round. It's either going to be the two. Okay, she's going to show you her nails now.
So there's this side?
So part of the going back to school, we got her nails done.
And then, hold on.
She has swans on that hand.
And they're kissing.
So they're beachy and they're swans. Oh. So she's got like seashells.
Oh, no, I think this one's
Well, this is a different color. Now, we talked about the red that I had seen earlier for this. When someone asked what you can use it for, we got red. So maybe we can show you. I need this for a second. Thank you. Are you happy to go back to school?
No.
Thank you for the heart me, Lucky Charm Boutique. Thank you. I have no idea what this one is. This one doesn't feel like something I've had before. Unless it's, again, these. Let's see. Is it another one? Yes, it is. This one is the aquamarine. Ay. Oh, we got another heavy one. I'm wondering if this will be black or purple. She wants to go back for the social aspect, but she's getting in that where school is like, yeah. She likes her teacher. We got to go to open house last week and meet the teacher. It's a different one. It is not those two. This is opaque white. Let me try getting this bag cut open more so that we can get it out of the bag. And this one is a 10 millimeter. There are 20 strands in here of that white. You're going down here. There we go. I knew we were going to we have another one of those heavy looking ones. These are heavy. They're usually over, what am I going to say? I'm trying to remember. Oh, we got another of the purple. There we got purple. So now we have at least 60, and I know we have another 20, so we'll have at least 80 of that one. For some reason, these are all together in a plastic bag. So I'm thinking all of these are going to be the same, but I have no idea what they are. Okay, you guys sit right there. They don't want to sit on the table. They're very bright. You can see bright colors through that, but I have no idea what it is. I still don't know what they are. They're like, anybody know what these are? I'm assuming you go like this and put that through some way like that. We're gonna have to read up on these. I found something, I'm like, I don't know what it is. But they come in a mixed color. We have, I think, 5 bags. Okay, what would you use these for besides like, yep, we have another bag. Are these the same? Yep, they're same numbers. There's different reusable zip ties. Aha! Keychain chart. Okay, they're all the same ID number, but the colors in them are all different. We've got, it just is a set, so I don't know how many in a bag. We got different colors in each one of them, and we got 5 different bags of them. Oh, okay. You guys are helping me out, because I would have been like, if I would have seen these from when I do requests from vendors, I'd be like, nope, I don't want them. And you guys are like, yes, those that like them. So, hey, that's what's great about them, about this box, is that when we open them, you guys help me figure out what they are. And there are things in here that I would have never gotten. Okay. We have something new here. Got to open it up to see what it is, because I can't tell. I think it's a set of cabochons, but let's look. Let's see what it is. Oh, yeah. They are cabochon settings. There are 2 of each style in there. And then you also have the glass cabochon. So they are rings, adjustable rings, so you can adjust it there, where you can do a cabochon on it. That's what those are. Cool. And I have never, ever gotten the cabochon settings for rings. So see, there's a reason why we're doing this. It's like expanding our horizons. Is that the same thing? Yep, we got a second one. And they are stainless steel too. Those ring settings are adjustable stainless steel. We're getting close to the bottom of the box, everybody. Really close. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items. Yeah. We got another of the 2-tone pendants. And those are glass. We have more of the animal pendants. I'm thinking those are Easter colors, so we might hold off until Easter for those. So sometime like around Christmas, January time frame. Got one more of that. We're down to 5 more, everybody. We got another box of the rings. So that means we got 6 so far of each style. And now we have 8. All right. We have in here, these could be 3 different things, or they could be a different one. We have 2 that look like the tubes or the chain. And this one is the white tube. So we have 4 of those. And we have one more that we're going to open up here. That could be the tubes. It could be chain. Let's see what it is. It's the red tube. Red tube. So we have 2 of the red, 4 of the white, and 1 of the cup chain. Here's the last item in that box. It could be, I'm going to say either the white or the purple based upon the size. White or purple. I don't think it is the black because it doesn't seem like it's as big as the black bags. Let's see if I can get this open. I might be wrong. Oh, nope, I am right. It's one of those 2 that I said. What are we going to do with the tubes? We will have a tutorial sometime where you put it on either wire or on memory wire, and it takes the place of having to put beads all the way around it. We've got another purple. So we have at least 100 strands of that purple, everybody. So you know what that means? There's going to be enough for everybody. We don't have to worry about that one being, oh, it's gone. Sorry, it's empty. You guys will be able to get a few strands if you wanted that one. All right. I am cleaning off my fingers because these bags get yucky. This box, I said last time that was the box that I saw had the most dents. This is the box that was next to that one. And you got to see his hole. This one actually has a hole on it. It isn't just dented. He's a holy one. And I think that's partly why when we were doing the palette, it was leaning is because they were heavy and they're on the top of other ones. So I think they were smashing the row below it and causing it to lean. So I want to get the heavy one layer off of there, and then we're going to go into the leaning layer. The top layer I've got on another palette, and we'll do those after we get through these 2 layers. There's 4 levels of boxes on each of the palettes that we have remaining. So we have 54 boxes to go, I believe. 53 or 54. So we still have a long ways to go. So we'll still keep doing the unboxings for a while if you guys are good with it while we're doing our chat times and our meetups. But at meetups, if you want to come live, that takes precedence over doing the unboxing. If you guys have questions, you saw where Joya had a question. She told me, she sent me a picture. We stopped, we showed it to you. That takes precedence over it. So I just want to get through the boxes and show you what we have. And the reason why I want to get through the boxes is because, like I said, like these here, I said last week we had 2 of these, and I think we needed 3 more for a total of 5. And I don't want to get them ready for a live event until we have all 5. Because I don't want to create, if we have more of them, where people are like, I didn't get it. So I want to try to bring them all so that you guys have that. Yep. Hi, Ranch. And so that's why I'm holding off on any of them. And that box that we had last week, Thursday, I think it was when we did that one, we only had 1 item that was completely there. All the rest had more to come, or were, you know, that we weren't ready to bring those. So that last box that we did last week, which had like these on it, the cabochon settings. Yeah, that and the shells were in that one. But then I grabbed the box next to it, hoping that we will complete it all. I'm hoping that they're by each other, because I have no idea how they packaged up the boxes and how they decided what went into the boxes. Yep, that's what, right now, you cannot get these because we got to make sure we've got them all. And then I check them in and that type of thing. So really, truly, what happens after I get done with today's live is that I go over to my spreadsheet and I look up each one of these and go, okay, is it all here? And that type of thing. And then we take care of it and decide if it should go into the area of where we're holding and waiting for more, or if it goes in the area where it's ready to go and I can grab it for a future event. So that's what I do. That takes me another, like, each box takes about 45 minutes to do all that and get it all out of here so that I don't, because there for a while I was like, oh, I'll just do it once a week. And guess what? That got to be overwhelming because I had stuff all over in here. So I just have to do it right after a live, I figured out. So I'm learning things about myself as we're going through this, and that is I don't like having things all over. We're going to need bigger than a tiny house because our she shed is actually more square foot than a tiny house. The she shed that we're going to get, the she shed bead shed is a 30 by 22 or 25 square foot building. I can't remember the exact measurements of it, but yes. So yeah. And then Ryan and I were talking and we're like, is it going to be big enough? And I go, we're going to have to make do. So you will see, some of the times here I'm going, okay, we got to bring things back to Encore and decrease the amount that we have in there. So yeah. I don't plan on buying more semi pallets. I really honestly don't. I just can't. Because it will overwhelm me, I think, is the thing. I'm going to use what I currently have set up downstairs. We have, so this is how it is. So when, if it's on the like we've got everything, it's waiting to come to an event. I have containers and boxes that like the glass beads go here. And I don't have it sorted by size or anything like that. I just have it sorted by here's glass, here's pendants, here is chain. And I'm also putting like the tube because they both have the same process to go through to get it there. So like the tube and the chain and all that go in another box. Findings go into one box. Wood beads go in one box. I'm just trying to think. We got the acrylics. I'm going in the room. Okay, we have acrylics. We have the naturals. We have the glass. We have the wood. We have cabochon. So we have cabochon settings and cabochons in their containers. Finding, chain, the floss, the DIY kits like these. I'm calling these DIY kits because they're ready to go. You might have to add something to it, but we've got the kits and then the pendants. So those will be on racks, on shelving racks, those boxes. And then when we bring up items for an event, they're in the baggies and then they're in a tray. And I move them to they are called a corrugated bin. And depending on which style they are, like the silicones, they have, and the Gorgonias, their corrugated bin. Hold on. Oh, this isn't shut. Hold on. There we go. Their corrugated bins look like this, where they have a top so I can stack them, and I stack those up. And they get 3 or 4 high on a shelf. I can't do that because that has one item in it. So for the baggies, for the other items, yep, it's just a chat time. We were unboxing, Lori. I have open top ones so that I can grab things out. And they're all in a SKU order. So yeah, so that's how I do it. And those bins will be brought over and we'll have like rows. Right now they're in, both of those are in a bedroom and they're in the parameter of the bedrooms. One of them does not have a bed in it, but the other one is our guest room. I am getting those out there. Tomorrow, box 2 will go live out on the tube for replay. And then Thursday, box 3 will go live for the replay. Saturday, box 4 will go live for the replay. I finally got them so I can get them to download very quickly so I can get those out there. I'm still trying to find box 5's video. I don't know where that one's at. I do have box 6. And so my plan is that I will put out onto the tube like 3 to 4 of those boxes so you guys can watch the replays if you want. Yes, they are in the chats out there, but I'm creating a series so that it'll all just be in like one playlist. So yeah, so we'll be doing them. What's tonight? We are going to do a tutorial, and it is called Bar Event Tutorial. I'm not going to give a whole lot of details about it right now because I don't want to like tell you it all. And I feel like if I start talking, I'll just keep going. And so it is for those that do live events, a way to show you what you can do to have interaction with your customers. And we're going to give you ideas for them and thoughts about things, questions that you need to ask yourself about it. We got a whole lot of talking, and you guys can ask all types of questions. I am not from China. I am actually in the United States. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do tonight. And one thing, as I was watching the replays of the boxes, I got to do a better job. Ashley probably sees this and she'll be like, yes, you do need to do a better job. I will read the comment on one of the two social medias when I'm live on two at the same time. I will answer it, but I never say what the comment is all the time. And I got to do a better job of that. And it's only because while those are downloading, I get to listen to it while it's downloading. And I'm like, I need to work on that. I've just been doing this on both devices for over a year now. And I never, ever, I do not, I am not. The United States is extremely large. And so I live in the center of the United States in a very non-populated area. I am not by anything that you wouldn't know if you were not from the United States. I don't say exactly where I live because I have privacy that I want to have for myself. And it was funny. I was telling Ryan, I will tell people what state I live in. And he's like, I don't even know if you should do that. And I'm like, well, we have a big, huge state. We're not as big as Texas, but it takes like over 5 hours to get from one side to the other. Yep. Nope, not Texas. Nope. I'm not in Texas. I'm going to check it out. Hold on. Because the state is over 400 miles east to west. Joya over here said she just doesn't want some of us to come in a U-Haul. Nope, it's not that. There have been times that, in honesty here, in being a part of social media, that you do have to protect who you are, because the comments that you will get, even off of lives, I have had people figure out how to contact me outside of here. And so we've had to really do things to take some of my stuff off of being able to find me, that type of thing. And so we have to really, really protect, because it's just part of who we are when we're on social media. I know you guys are just kidding when you talk about the U-Haul, and I love the joking around that we can do. It's just that, that's why Buttercup, why we don't really say her first name. Every once in a while, I will slip and say it. We don't show her face. I've actually been doing research on social media in kids because she wants to be on it more, and I'm saying no because of different reasons. But I do want to keep her protected, and that's where it comes from. She asked if she could actually have more social media accounts, and I said no, she can't. It comes down to keeping her protected from the world and letting her be a kid. You know, I will talk about that she's doing volleyball, she is doing band. We will have her again in soccer. We want her to be in kid activities, being a kid, um, not exposed to a whole lot. And so, yeah, it's just something that, and that's why sometimes, like, even when I was talking about Ryan, about saying what state I live in and that type of thing, he was like, and I'm like, they're going to know if you got a package from me where but we don't live in the town that address is in. Our P.O. box is in a different spot. I will never mail out of the post office that we are attached to, so that none of that gets out. You guys will see that I will mail from different post offices, but never the one that we have. Um, my P.O. box is in a different town. And it's really, a lot of that has been thought out, to keep privacy and such. I know I'm out here, and I know I don't have a huge following as some of the other people. I mean, there are people that have millions of people following them. I'm nowhere near that. I just have 10K here on TikTok. I'm almost to 1K on YouTube. You know, it's not like I have a huge amount of following, but we just need to make some very smart choices. Yeah. Yep. You guys will, I am very, 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 and the thing is that I just don't want it to be out there. Where exactly? Yes, you could probably find me if you know things about me. You could probably find me, but we actually have gone into the G place and had them remove things, asked them to remove stuff for us, and so that we are not out there. And they asked why, and we had to give the reasoning behind it, and I was okay with that. And they did take some of that. So I will tell you guys, and I've never really talked about how do you keep things secret because of being on social media. And a lot of people are like, social media, like, if I tell them my full-time job is I supply individuals with all the supplies for making jewelry, and I do it on social media. And as soon as I say that, people are like, huh, why would you do that? And I'm like, it's a great avenue to be able to meet everybody. I mean, it really is. And they're like, but aren't you scared about safety? And I'm like, that is the one thing that we have taken a lot of thought and a thought about. So I don't know if that should be someday a tutorial that we talk about, but we could. But it is a lot of stuff that we have like went through to make sure. But as I said, there are still ways that you could figure out where I'm at and all that kind of stuff, but we really try to hone in on it. Yep. And the thing is that we talked about that when we have the she shed, that I would be able to have individuals come out here to actually have tutorial time. And that's a hard one because then it's out there where I'm at. And that's one thing that I'm still toying with. How do we do this and still keep things private? Yep, that's what I was going to say, is that I have unique packaging, so you know what it is. Hello, Maria. So yeah, so that's, yeah, and the only reason why we were even thinking about doing it is that um there are people locally this I felt like Ryan today. Well, the thing is that where we are going to put the bead shed, she shed, you will not be able to see it from any road because we have groves of trees, we have buildings, and so where that is going to be at, nobody's going to be able to see it from a road. We will have that totally. And then we're going to put cameras up around so that I can have a monitor up in that room to be able to see around the building from the outside while I'm inside. You know, we've already talked about that kind of safety and stuff. And so we have had a lot of thought about that. You know, and I don't know how else to say it than being in the world here, it is a different thought. We'll be able to watch them. I'm like, I get excited. Where we're gonna put this, deer actually roam in that place a lot. So we can sit at our kitchen table and we can watch the mama deer. And this year, our deer did not have twins. So for the last year and the year before, we had a mama deer that had twins, like 1 year, and then the next year, this year she has a single. Daddy lives here too with his big rack deer. So we only have 3 at our house this year. We get every migration period, the birds land on our front and back of our acres here, and it is solid birds. And to sit there and watch it is like the horror movie, The Birds, I think is what it is, where they're just all coming down in. That's what happens twice a year at our house. We have all different kinds of birds that we get to watch. We have all kinds of wild animals, and it's cool. So we are really cool with where we live at. And we have a little buttercup that it's her last day of summer break, and I have the extra phone that she uses. And I'm past 3, and she's giving me the look of, oh. So yeah, so I will have, like, I will be seeing all of that on the cameras too. So
What cameras?
when we put them in, when we get the she shed. So yeah, so we are going to have fun out there. All right. They said, you'll live. They love you, Buttercup. All right, everybody, I'm going to hop off. We'll be back 8 p.m. tonight with a tutorial that is just going to be interacted, not a step-by-step one. So we'll see you all then. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.